When I was a teenager, I dropped out of school and started an apprenticeship as a carpenter. My days consisted of making wooden trash cans for $2 an hour. Every day blended into the next. I was stuck on a hamster wheel, barely covering my expenses and completely unable to get ahead. Reaching millionaire status in my 20s came down to following a concrete mathematical roadmap. This isn't a result of luck. It's a repeatable process that anyone can follow. Grab a pen and a piece of paper, or open up a blank spreadsheet on your computer. We are going to build your personal escape plan right now. Drifting through life without a target keeps you trapped in the rat race. Building a written, step-by-step financial plan is the single dividing line between working forever and achieving permanent independence. Step 1 is calculating your freedom figure. This is the exact total portfolio size you need to generate enough passive income to fully support your lifestyle without ever running out of money. To find it, you need to estimate your ideal annual costs across 7 specific lifestyle categories. Let's start with your housing. If you want to live in a major metropolitan area, you are going to pay a premium. An apartment in a city like Miami or London will run you about $30,000 per year. Next is your vehicle. If you aspire to drive a luxury sports car, factoring in the loan payment, fuel, maintenance, and insurance brings that category to roughly $4,125 annually. Add in $5,000 for vacations, $3,000 for boring utility bills, $5,000 for food, $2,500 for a mid-level health insurance plan, and $4,000 for leisure and gym memberships. That brings our example lifestyle costs to a total of $75,200 a year. To turn that annual cost into a retirement target, we used the rule of 25. Multiply your yearly total by 25, which gives us a final freedom figure of $1,880,000. Think of this total as a golden goose. As long as you only take a safe withdrawal rate of 4% each year, the eggs, your investments will replenish themselves. You live off the returns while the main portfolio remains completely untouched. A $2 million goal looks intimidating on its own. Breaking it down into your annual expenses, a 25x multiplier, and a 4% yield makes the math entirely achievable. Step 2 is freeing up the cash required to actually build that portfolio. We do this through life hacking, reducing your monthly expenses without lowering your standard of living. Start with car hacking. Instead of draining $9,000 a year into a massive monthly payment for a new vehicle, buy a quality used car that has already hit the bottom of its depreciation curve. You can drive it for years and sell it for close to what you paid, entirely avoiding the debt trap. Next, look at this chart comparing grocery costs. It shows a name brand box of cereal at $4.25 next to the exact same generic product for $1.66. Saving that $2.56 a day compounds into over $4,600 in extra capital over a 5-year period. Then there's house hacking. Rather than renting a standard apartment, acquire a duplex or a property with a spare room. By renting out the extra unit or using it for short-term stays, the rental income covers your mortgage, allowing you to live entirely for free while building equity. By plugging the holes where money is quietly slipping through your fingers, you create a heavy stream of cash flow to direct toward your investments, and you do it without having to wait for a raise at your job. Step 3 requires unlearning the common belief that credit cards are dangerous debt traps for young people. In the right hands, they serve as a critical wealth-building tool. The strict rule for using one is simple: keep the balance extremely low and pay it off in full every single month. Operating your card this way systematically builds your credit score, proving to lenders that you are highly reliable with borrowed money. That high credit score acts as a permanent discount mechanism. When you are ready to buy a home, that score qualifies you for a lower mortgage interest rate, keeping tens of thousands of dollars in your pocket over the life of the loan instead of handing it to a bank. Step 4 is creating an additional stream of income. Relying entirely on a single 9-to-5 job is like sitting on a stool with one leg. If you lose your job, the leg breaks, and you have absolutely nothing holding you up. This chart breaks down a standard 168-hour week. We deduct 40 hours for work, 56 for sleep, 10.5 for meals, and 10 for commuting. That still leaves you with a massive 51.5-hour slice of free time. The excuse of being too busy does not hold up to the math. Take a small portion of those 50 hours and build a side hustle. Choose something that monetizes a skill you already have, whether that's freelancing, e-commerce, or local gigs, so you can start earning immediately. Adding these extra income streams builds out the remaining legs of your financial stool. You create a diversified, rock-solid foundation that keeps you supported even if an economic downturn wipes out your primary job. Step 5 requires a mental shift. Poor and middle-class mindsets view money solely as a tool to pay bills and buy consumer goods. Wealthy individuals know the true function of money is expansion, using your capital to generate even more capital. The easiest way to achieve this is through dollar-cost averaging. This means automatically investing a set amount of cash on a consistent monthly basis, which protects your portfolio from the daily ups and downs of the market. The modern stock market is highly accessible. Using a smartphone app, you can easily set up automated purchases for fractional shares of an S&P 500 ETF, allowing you to invest in the top 500 US companies all at once. When you stop inflating your lifestyle and start funneling that extra cash into automated, passive investments, your money finally begins to do the heavy lifting for you. You now have the 4 elements of the roadmap. You know your exact freedom figure, you have a method to hack your expenses, a time budget to build extra income, and a system to automate your investments. This roadmap serves one ultimate purpose: to permanently buy back your own time. By following it, you gain the freedom to live how you choose. You have the strategy, but you need to take the physical steps. Click the link on screen right now to watch my step-by-step tutorial on setting up your first automated investment account and put your roadmap into action today.